and welcome back to another video. This is your host, Rising Oblivion. Today, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about ATLUS and the Shin Megami Tensei 30th anniversary. They have just now given us a first little snippet of the 30th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei. Sorry for kind of reporting on this a little bit late. I had some Halloween parties and different things I had to go to, so I really didn't have time to make a video on this, but I wanted to talk about this now. I guess better late than never, I suppose. But over on the official ATLUS Twitter, they had shown us a little bit of a preview here as to, sort of kick off the 30th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei. As we all know, the Persona 25th anniversary just ended, and they're already sort of pushing this 30th anniversary of Shin Megami Tensei onto us. So let's go over kind of what the tweet says here. So the tweet actually says the Shin Megami Tensei series, which began with the launch of the Japanese Shin Megami Tensei on October 30th, 1992, has just reached its 30th anniversary. Thank you to the fans around the world for your support of the series. So it has officially already been technically 30 years since that, but what we know from ATLUS and what they've been saying, next year is kind of going to be whenever this anniversary sort of kicks off. I suppose probably because we're going into the holiday season and stuff, it'd be kind of bad to just start things off now, and the P25th anniversary just happened, so next year I think we're supposed to be looking forward to that Shin Megami Tensei 30th anniversary and have stuff start rolling out here. But a lot of people are kind of skeptical as to what this means exactly, because as we know, with the Persona 25th anniversary, it wasn't just one sort of big anniversary event. It was a, basically whole year of just different things, events happening every couple of months. New game releases in between, them showing off different merchandise and stuff like that. Is that what we're going to be getting with Shin Megami Tensei? And what does it mean exactly when it says Shin Megami Tensei 30th anniversary? Some people are saying that doesn't include Devil Summoner, that doesn't include other, subtitle branches. I mean, technically, Persona 1 and 2 are technically, kind of like Shin Megami Tensei, right? They didn't split off into being its own Persona thing. The Devil Summoner games, even now, Soul Hackers 2 is becoming its own thing, but was once a Shin Megami Tensei title, a subtitle, sort of spin-off game, right? Before it became into its own. So from how it looks, more than likely this is going to be mainline Shin Megami Tensei, like the main core 5 games is what this is more than likely going to be sort of about. Potentially it could also just be sort of about demons and stuff, because as we know, a lot of the demons are shared across multiple games and whatnot. And from the art that we had seen here, you could see a bunch of different stuff. You see, Jekyll in there, Jack Frost, you see Pixie, you see a bunch of different demons. If you look a little bit closer, you see even more stuff than what you thought originally, but it could just be an overall just Shin Megami Tensei, just core games sort of celebration. Seems to be more of what this is going to be like. Now, I was a person who didn't necessarily think the stuff that we got from the Persona 25th anniversary was all too bad. The stuff we got was great. More or less, what was kind of wrong with the Persona 25th anniversary and why so many people didn't really like it was the execution of it. The fact that they stretched things out to be a whole year. They added in dates, they added in weird stuff like the ATLUS 25th Anniversary West, right? It was a thing just for the West. We had one episode of that, and then they never brought it back. It was really weird and strange. It didn't seem like they even knew exactly what they were doing. They added dates into there, they got rid of dates. It was kind of a mess of how they did stuff. A lot of times we would get just a bunch of merchandise and then have to keep on waiting, and then at the very end they gave us the ports and things that people were wanting. So it sort of begs the question, do we want a whole year worth of mediocre-ish stuff the whole time, and then just a couple of the random announcements within that whole year process is something big? Because a lot of people are expecting big stuff every single announcement, right? And I kind of agree, it sort of waters down the whole thing if the whole year is what is going to be, going on, right? Instead of it being just a couple big videos and maybe just giving us a warning hey, maybe towards the end of the year there's going to be something crazy, and just having something more typical like that. Something like the Final Fantasy series and what they did with their stuff. They showed off a couple different things, a couple of different screenshots, and that was it. Is it better for us to have 1 year of sort of watered down stuff with a bunch of merchandise in between and a couple big things randomly in the middle of the announcement and then all the way at the end? I mean, think about what we got from the anniversary of P25. Really, really good stuff, actually. All the ports and everything. Did it need to be stretched out for the whole year and be the last thing that they sort of announced? not really. I think they could have got away with just having one good video, showing a couple of screenshots of potentially what might be happening, and be like, just look forward to this. Then maybe having a couple update videos every once in a while, right? Getting closer to the announcement of the ports and stuff like that would have been just fine. So it's really just begging the question here. Are they going to do a year-long thing? Are they going to make it like the P25th anniversary? Like I said, the stuff we got, not bad. It's the execution. So how are they going to go about doing this? And it's more than likely going to be, you know, main core Shin Megami Tensei stuff. So there's probably more content here that they could be constantly giving us. Sure, a lot of it could be merchandise, but there are also more games, right? Persona is just a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, you know what I mean? So there's a lot more stuff that they can explore here for the Shin Megami Tensei anniversary, not to mention that is their main core series, right? Persona is a spin-off of that. No matter how much we might like the Persona series, I love it a lot, but it is just a spin-off of that. Are they going to be giving us more attention here? What do you guys think they'll be showing? Do you think there is a potential for us to see any Shin Megami Tensei V type stuff? Potentially maybe ports of older Shin Megami Tensei titles. I know I personally would love to see something done with Shin Megami Tensei 4 and also Apocalypse as well. Bringing that over to the Switch, or hell, bring it over to everything. As we know now, Atlus is not afraid to port stuff over to PC and different consoles and whatnot. They've had a little bit of, you know, legalish issues and, you know, stuff with Nintendo with keeping Shin Megami Tensei titles on their handhelds and stuff, so it's kind of hard to say exactly because we don't know the legal aspects as to what Atlus has with their games, you know. Are they even able to do anything else with Shin Megami Tensei V when it comes to porting and bringing it to other consoles? It's kind of hard to say, although I'm sure most of the older ones are probably over some type of timed sort of NDA thing that they have to follow when it comes to Nintendo. So hopefully we see some cool stuff with at least the older games. I would love to see the older games either ported or remastered, something in some capacity would be really cool, or to even see an announcement for a new game. Who knows? Maybe they've been working behind the scenes at getting some stuff ready, and I'd be really happy to see that. I'm excited for this anniversary event just because, like I said, there is more content to be sort of dove into here. When it comes to Persona, you just have sort of the 6 games. You know, the Persona duology, and then you have a bunch of spin-off stuff, strikers, fighting games and stuff, but I want some of them core games, the core Atlus games, right? And Shin Megami Tensei's anniversary is going to be the perfect thing for that, so I'm excited. Let me know in the comment section below, do you think this is going to be executed well? Do you think it's going to be like the P25th anniversary? Do you think there's more content to us to even be going and getting into when it comes to this, in terms of ports, remasters, even merchandise might be kind of decent when it comes to all this stuff. But let me know what you think about the Shin Megami Tensei 30th anniversary. Do you think this is going to be good? Is it going to be a flop? Who really knows? We're just going to have to wait and see. But that's going to be this video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more content. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.